We just left Vault 15 after exploring. Vault 15 ended up being a bust. Like nothing, there was no water chip. The place was destroyed. It definitely hurt everybody. But our great vault dweller doesn't stop. So he starts walking out of the area. He thinks. They said that there was another place called Necropolis that could also have the water chip. So he thinks and he starts to head down there. He starts walking towards, and then he got there, but before he could get there, he was stopped. He managed to avoid dehydration due to the supply of water. So I guess he was really close to dying. And that could have been really bad. But they continued towards the city of Necropolis. As they were walking, they were again stalked by this time a pack of rat scorpions. These rat scorpions were really hard. There were a total of 4. They took a few swings. And the vault dweller was hit. But he takes a shot at one. This time, he hits it. 16 hit points. Massive amount of damage. Then, as always, he falls back a little bit. Another rat scorpion tries to lunge, but fails. Ian shoots the one that the vault dweller shot, killed it. The other 2 tried to hit Dogmeat, missed. Dogmeat just decided to have one for lunch, killed it. Demonale, the vault, I apologize. The vault dweller then takes another shot at another one, hits it for 18 hit points. Ian reloads and shoots the last one. 2 down, 2 to go. The rat scorpions missed, but Dogmeat lunged at the one that the vault dweller hit, killed it. So now there's one more. 3 on 1. The vault dweller thought he likes those odds. He takes a shot. The last one hits it. And then Ian takes his 2 shots. Second shot hits true and kills the remaining rat scorpion. At this point, the vault dweller does what he always does after killing. Searches the body to see what equipment they can find. Since there were rat scorpions, he knew that they would have the stingers. After looting 2, he couldn't carry anymore, so he went up to Ian and bartered with him for a little bit more space. So he requested that he pretty much give the tails, and 100% sure that okay, that's a good trade. Then the Vault Dweller then finished looting the other two. And as he finishes looting, he looks around the area to see if he missed anything. Once he's confident that he didn't, he heads off into the waste towards Necropolis. They keep walking to the south in the wasteland until they see this huge town. Definitely was morale mode. There are 5 south. I apologize. Definitely was a big city before the nukes destroyed it. So he enters the Necropolis at the place called the Hotel. He looks forward and he just sees these humanoids, but they don't look right. They look kind of off. Demonale wonders. The Vault Dweller wonders what's going on. Maybe it could be a trap, so I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna just go talk to one. As he gets close, the thing hits him. Swings twice, hits once. He looks closer, and it is human. It's not. It's more of a zombie than human. So it's a ghoul. Vault Dweller takes 3 steps back, aims the rifle, shoots it. Shoots the first one. That wakes up the other 3 in the group of 4, and then starts attacking one that got closer. Kills it. Dogmeat hears the commotion and starts to walk closer to the 2 remaining ghouls. And he attacks twice, 3 times. Hits 2, misses 1. The first one misses, the other 2 direct hits. Vault Dweller, a little bit more confident, gets closer to the ghoul that's remaining. Takes a shot. 1 shot, 1 kill. And kills the one that Dogmeat attacked. Dogmeat lunges at another one that randomly showed up. 3 hits, but still standing. The Vault Dweller aims the rifle, shoots the last one, and he drops. The Vault Dweller then searches the body, hoping there's anything, but these things were insane. They just attacked him out of nowhere. He wonders, did I do something? Or are they just out of their minds? He looks through the 5 ghouls on the ground. Nothing. But he notices that all this experience made him a little bit more stronger. So he thought, how strong did I get? Well, I definitely learned how to shoot a lot better. I think I got roughly 10% better. So that means that I'm about 51% better with, I'm sorry, he's about 51% but then he also has been healing a lot of people. So, but then he thinks he's like, I've been outdoors way more. So, definitely, being outdoors didn't help me grow. He then thinks and realizes, how many did I kill? He looks, he recounts everything that he did. He has killed 5 ghouls, 5 men, 19 rat scorpions, 38 rats. While he is gentle manner, he did make that mistake, but he's good. He's still a good boy. At this point, the vault dweller loads his rifle, continues on with his small group. He sees another group of 5 ghouls. The vault dweller takes aim at the first one. He thinks, okay, I have an 86% chance of hitting him. But what if I'm super accurate? He looks at this Pip-Boy and he could see the enemy and point out each little tiny area. For example, the head, the torso, the eyes, the groin, both arms and both legs. He's like, okay, time for a headshot. He aims for the head, takes a shot, misses. Scoots a little bit closer. Dogmeat realizes his duty and charges at the ghoul that the vault dweller took a shot. And he lunges at him. Ian, being the way that he is, just stands there. The vault dweller thinks, this is a fight. Why is he just chilling there? The vault dweller rushes to hit the dog's aid. But before that, the other ghouls get closer to Dogmeat and swing at him. Dogmeat gets mad, starts attacking. He ends up hurting a ghoul. The vault dweller tries again at the head. This time, he definitely hits the head and blows it clean off. Gets a little bit closer to Dogmeat. There are 4 remaining ghouls. Look at Dogmeat as a meal and starts attacking him. Dogmeat attacks back as a good boy should. The vault dweller looks at the closest ghoul, aims for the head again, shoots, misses. Ian straight up not doing anything at this point, just hanging back, looking at everything going. A ghoul attacks Dogmeat. Dogmeat counters and drops him and lunges for his face and kills the ghoul. At this point, the vault dweller thinks, okay, no more aiming for the head. Dogmeat needs help. So he reloads his weapon, aims for the closest one's body, shoots. He hits him, but does not kill him. And then he'll take a few steps back. The ghoul that the vault dweller shot lunges at him, and as he does, Ian pulls out his weapon and shoots. One of the other ghoul is attacking Dogmeat, and now the vault dweller's curious, is Dogmeat okay? He could see that Dogmeat's wounded. So he goes in a frenzy, aims his rifle, shoots the ghoul that was chasing him, and he gets close to Dogmeat. Ian now gets involved and starts shooting long range at the ghoul, farthest ghoul, misses. Dogmeat does not miss though, and he drops, knocking down the combatant, ready to go in for the kill. The Vault Dweller looks at the last standing ghoul, takes a shot, and he hits him. The ghoul though still stands and pulls out his rifle, his pistol, takes a true shot at the ghoul, hits both, but the ghoul's still standing. The ghoul that was on the ground stood back up. Dogmeat started chewing on him until he died. There's one last ghoul left, and it's aiming straight for the Vault Dweller. The Vault Dweller looks, aims, fires, drops the last ghoul. He then wonders, I gotta reload, but how is Dogmeat doing? Dogmeat has been through a lot. So he pulls out the stim pack and gives it to Dogmeat. Dogmeat looks a lot better, just normal. He's healing, and he barks at the Vault Dweller in happiness for helping him. They then look at the corpses, see if they need to be looted. Nothing. There's nothing on the corpses. The Vault Dweller's like confused and why is this happening? But you know, I guess this is the law of the wasteland. They turn the corner of the hotel and see a much bigger group of ghouls. This time, 6 of them. Get a little bit closer still. Vault Dweller aims his rifle, takes the first shot, hits the ghoul dead on. The ghoul that being wounded looks at the Vault Dweller and shovels at him. The Dogmeat though stops and lunges at the ghoul, which this alerts the other ghouls. Dogmeat though, being really resourceful, excuse me, drops the ghoul dead on its tracks. Vault Dweller looks at the second ghoul, aims, fire, hit, and gets a little bit closer. Ian doesn't want to miss out on this fun though, so he pulls out his pistol and starts shooting. 2 hits, still standing. There were 2 ghouls that were alerted to start moving towards the pack of friendlies. And Dogmeat sniffs the blood of the one that's been shot, notices, and it's still alive, so he kills it. The Vault Dweller moves around and takes 2 more shots. The ghouls get closer. Dogmeat charges at one of them. Attacks once, misses. Second one doesn't. Vault Dweller aims his rifle, shoots, moves closer. Ian takes his pistol, takes 2 shots, both hit. One ghoul swings at Dogmeat, misses. One gets closer to the Vault Dweller. Dogmeat looks, starts biting his legs. Vault Dweller thinks Dogmeat is so reliable. It's quite insane. Vault Dweller aims his rifle at the one that's closest. Takes a shot, direct hit. 3 down, 3 more to go. Ian just standing back, lobbing rounds. Ends up finally killing one. The other 2 moves closer to the Vault Dweller. And Dogmeat rushes over and starts attacking the one that's closest. He hits 3 times. Vault Dweller takes his rifle, aims, hits him. But the Ghoul's still standing. Man, these are tough ghouls. Ian, though, raises his gun, shoots, direct hit, killing it. One last ghoul left, and Dogmeat is all over him like, well, dog looking for a meal. The Vault Dweller aims his rifle, shoots, hits. Ian aims his pistol. 2 direct hits, still stands. The Vault Dweller, the Ghoul gets closer to the Vault Dweller, takes a swing, hits the Vault Dweller for 2 points, but Dogmeat is not having any of it and kills the last Ghoul of this group. At this point, there's bodies everywhere, and the Vault Dweller is just stunned at the massacre that is going on. And he honestly thinks, is this Necropolis? Is this what we have to do to fight? To get the water chip, we have to fight the whole time. He walks closer to the smallest building, sees that it's a bathtub, urinals, toilets. So this has to be like a latrine of some sort. He tries to leave, but Ian gets in the way. So he talks to Ian, asks him this time, be a little bit closer. He sees that the other small building is the same. Then he looks and they turn a corner, this time heading south. He sees 5 more ghouls. He's like, man, this is just insane. He gets closer, a little bit closer, and starts shooting. He aims at the closest ghoul out of the 5 and instantly shoots, and he drops him, but does not kill him. He doesn't see no blood. Ian reloads his weapon and fires once at the ghoul, which was hit. Dogmeat doesn't know that they're under attack. So the Vault Dweller aims, shoots again, hits him again, but this time still standing. Ian, though, shoots, kills the Vault Dweller, or not the Vault Dweller, the Ghoul. The Vault Dweller aims at another one, another Ghoul, shoots, hit. At this point, the Vault Dweller is getting impressed at his shooting. This alerts 2 of the ghouls. They will start to walk closer. And at this point, the Vault Dweller is just going to town. So is Ian. But Ian shot twice. First round misses. Second round hits. The ghouls keep marching closer. So the Vault Dweller aims at the one he's been shooting at, takes another shot, drops him, and then he repositions and takes his 2 shots. First one misses, second one does not, and this finally alerts Dogmeat and rushes over and attacks the Ghoul twice, hitting him. Now the Vault Dweller, knowing that the others are aiming at the Ghoul, he goes, reloads, gets a little bit closer, and starts wanting to attack the other 2 remaining Ghouls. Ian shoots, ends up killing him. Dogmeat moves closer, takes a big old bite out of the Ghoul. The Vault Dweller aims his rifle at the one that Dogmeat munched on a little bit. She took a shot, hits him for 12 hit points. Ian, from long range, takes 2 shots. They both hit. This alerts the final Ghoul. The final Ghoul moves. As he moves, Dogmeat goes behind the wounded Ghoul and ends up killing him. 4 down, 1 to go. Vault Dweller aims the rifle at the last Ghoul, takes a shot, hits. Ian takes a shot, ends up missing, reloads, starts getting a little bit closer. Dogmeat, though. Dogmeat took a step and that just mauled at the Ghoul for a total of 24 hit points. The Vault Dweller aims the rifle, shoots the last Ghoul. The last Ghoul's dead. And as always, Vault Dweller looks at the bodies and then realizes he's almost out of ammo. This expedition could be over well before it began. So he goes inside the big building, and he does see other Ghouls, but these ones seem more sane. He walks up to one and starts talking to him. "What?" the Ghoul says. He walks in and he sees the other Ghouls. These Ghouls are friendly. So he runs around looking at the other rooms, and he is noticing that these Ghouls are friendly. They don't mean him harm. They may look like zombies, but they definitely aren't acting like them, not like the other ones outside. He enters what used to be the office and sees a bookcase. Looks at the bookcase, nothing. But he does see a Ghoul manager. Ghoul manager asks, "What are you doing here?" He looks, the Vault Dweller thinks, he's like, "Searching for the remains of the future past." "What'd you say?" "I'm looking for lost technology." "Oh, none of that around here. Maybe up that temple or out the water place. Gotta go, get it going." So the Ghoul gave him a few hints. Walks to what looks to be a waiting room. Sees one last ghoul. Goes up to him, asking a question. What do you want? But nothing. The Vault Dweller looks and finds a desk. The desk is some dynamite. And as well as 4 flares. At this point, the Vault Dweller is just stunned, like, what in the world is going on? He accidentally messes with another person's stuff. Notices this and doesn't want to cause any trouble. So he turns around and starts running. This alerts the other ghouls to the presence of what's going on. And the Vault Dweller hopes, I don't wanna fight. It was an honest mistake. But they don't listen. They just keep going. And Dogmeat gets alerted and the star starts attacking. And he knows that he lost all hope. So the Vault Dweller starts shooting. He doesn't want to shoot. He knows ammo's scarce. But you know, at this point, it's kill or be killed. The ghouls grouped up. 2 from the other room came in. The one that got too injured and started walking away. Dogmeat though won't let him and ends up killing him. This worries the Vault Dweller, so he takes a shot at that ghoul, totally misses, and ends up hitting Dogmeat. Damn. Sorry, boy. And takes 2 shots. First one misses, second one doesn't. The ghoul charges the Vault Dweller. He was hit, but for hardly any damage. The Vault Dweller does not want this fight. Dogmeat, after killing the ghoul, starts running back and helps Ian and Vault Dweller. Vault Dweller aims his rifle, misses. At this point, everybody's wondering, is he missing for real? Or is it just a pure accident? Because accidents do happen. The ghouls start attacking. One ends up dying though. The other one starts to get mauled by Dogmeat. The Vault Dweller aims the rifle, shoots at the 3rd remaining ghoul, hits him, moves a little bit, and raises his pistol and finishes the job. At this point, the Vault Dweller's like, let's go. I gotta get out of here. But notices one last ghoul starts moving. And he's like, man, I'm starting to hate this. Like, I'm good natured and I'm just biting things because I made a small mistake. Ian gets closer to the ghoul, and the ghoul gets closer to Ian. They're now touching, pretty much touching each other. Vault Dweller aims his rifle, shoots at the ghoul, dead hit. Ghoul took 20 hit points. Ian pulls out his pistol, takes 2 shots, ends up killing the ghoul. At this point, the Vault Dweller is more worried about dog meat, so he grabs the stim pack. And uses it on dog meat. Or tries to use it on dog meat and accidentally ends up using it on himself. They quickly run out. Tries to use it on dog meat yet again. He finally does end up using it on dog meat, and dog meat looks much better than before. Vault Dweller checks his ammo count. Notices, this is all I have left. But I also have a machine gun with a lot of bullets. The Vault Dweller starts looking at the dresser and the dead ghoul bodies, but this time the ghouls do have items. He looks at the first one, finds the popular drink, Nuka-Cola. It's like, okay. Looks at the other one, another Nuka-Cola. Goes up to the third one, or I should say the first one that they dropped. But because of the position, he couldn't loot them or see what he had. So he runs up to a bookcase. He finds a lighter and a beer. At this point, the Vault Dweller is thinking, you know what? I did not want to do this, but if it happens, it happens. He sees another ghoul, but this one ends up being very passive. So the small party leaves the hotel, heads north into the temple. But there's rubble in the way, so they have to find a different way. The Vault Dweller thinks, and he's like, okay, let's try the sewer lines. So they enter this close. They open up the manhole cover and enters the sewers. They look around. They see that there are dead bodies all over the place. And then he spots them from far away. Greater mole rats. He sighs and starts running towards the greater mole rats with his hunting rifle out. But he knows that they have heightened senses in the dark, as he thinks that one of them starts to move forward and lunges at him. He pulls out his rifle, he aims, shoots, hits the mole rat. And here, Dogmeat hears the commotions, gets closer, and starts eating the mole rat. Ian aims, takes 2 shots, and it was killed. If you like the story so far, definitely let me know by liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. If you love it though, definitely subscribe this to this channel. The Vault Dweller aims his rifle at the other greater mole rat, takes the shot, misses. Ian takes 2 shots. One hits me, the other one hits the mole rat. The mole rat gets closer, and the Dogmeat starts heading to town, eating it and knocking it down. Vault Dweller aims the rifle and kills the greater mole rat. He starts looking at them. Nothing. But he hears more mole rats ahead of him. So he starts walking, aims his rifle, takes a shot, and hits the first mole rat. Dogmeat, hearing the commotion, gets much closer he gets close to the Vault Dweller's sides. Ian thinks, oh, I can hit him. Reloads his rifle, shoots, misses, and ends up hitting the Vault Dweller. Damn it, Ian. The Vault Dweller thinks. The Vault Dweller aims his rifle, shoots again, fires, kills one mole rat. One more to go, he thinks. Ian pulls out his pistol, shoots twice, and that kills the last one. The Vault Dweller is kind of looking at Ian, a little bit pissed. You're not hitting the enemy, you're hitting me, guy, he says. Ian, though, is like, looks at him like, sorry, bro. The Vault Dweller takes a sip of alcohol, Nuka-Cola, and one beer. They look closer at the room that the mole rats were in and find the dead zombie, and he's holding a cattle prod. He thinks this ought to be interesting. Quickly search the rest of the room. Finds nothing. So they head back down the sewer walls. He notices there's a lot of dead bodies around here. Clearly, it's not just the work of the mole rats. It has to be something different. So he starts looking at the bodies closer, starts searching them. He finds a knife, same knife that he had before. He looks around, wonders what else is there. He sees this corridor, the sewer corridor, heading northwest, the exact path that he needs to go. So he ends up running it, getting a little bit closer. They enter a room with looks like 4 ghouls. They say, "Don't shoot." Vault Dweller's like, "Okay, okay, what's going on?" Goes up to one. He happens to be the leader. The leader says, "Thank you for not shooting first. Can I help you with anything?" It's like, "Sure, who are you?" "I am the leader of the simple people who have left the surface because of the other." It's like, "Who has forced you down here?" "The surface of Necropolis and the water is controlled by Set and his ghouls. We are a much more peaceful group which discuss Set." "Who is this Set?" "Set is a ghoul like us, but has assumed a certain amount of power in the above world. He's an oaf." He's of all the other things. It's like, "Why doesn't he let you survive down here?" The leader says, "He does not speak of it. However, Seth is afraid of not having enough people to defend Necropolis if it ever needed it. So he gives us what water we need." "Where does all this water come from?" "Up until recently, we pumped our water from the ground with a pump in the watershed." "Until recently? What happened that changes things?" "Lately, I've heard of rumors that someone has taken over the control of the waste of the watershed. However, our rations are still being delivered for some reason." Vault Dweller thinks on this, and he's like, he comes up with a conclusion in his head. "It must be the water chip. They must have a water chip." So he first asks, "What is this watershed?" "It's where all the water is stored and handed out to us." "Where's it located?" "The watershed is to the north. You need to take the sewers to get there." It's like, "Okay, thank you. You aren't thinking of taking the water chip from us, are you?" And at this point, he's in a dilemma. If he just forcefully takes it, you know, he can save his vault. But at the same time, he will be killing many. He's the, and then so he asks why. "If you take the water chip from us, then we all die. With our water pump broken, we need it to survive." He realizes they have a backup water. So it's like, okay. "Is it possible that your pump could be fixed?" "That may be difficult. The parts needed to fix the pump were lost in the sewers under the watershed." Alter kind of surprised. "What's that difficult?" "The sewers there are filled with monsters, and none of my people that I've sent to retrieve them have come back. Are you willing to retrieve the parts so that the water pump can be fixed?" At this point, he's just getting a little bit frustrated. "Yes, thank you. When you get the parts returned here, it is possible that I can help you further." "I'll be on my way then." At this point, if you do like this video, again, press like. If you love this video so far, subscribe. And if you think I need to work on some stuff, then definitely leave a comment and tell me what I need to work on. The Vault Dweller looks at the other ghouls. talks to some and he hears this new terms. Oh, oh, super mutant, he thinks? Like, what is that? He leaves the tiny chamber and walks a little bit further. He sees two ghouls look out. He said they can't talk. We're looking for danger. The Vault Dweller looks a little bit further at what the situation. He's like, okay, I know that what I'm hearing could be greater mole rats. So let's go. Each sprints down the hall carelessly. Sees a fork in the road. And he hears movement to the east. So he runs. That's when he's attacked by cave rats. The Vault Dweller's like, oh man, not these things again. As he aims, he notices there's just more than one or two. There's a group of about 8. He's like, okay. Takes the first shot, hit, but realizes, no, I need to save my ammo. He kills the rat. This alerts Dogmeat and walks closer to the Vault Dweller. Ian follows. At this point, he knows that the Vault Dweller knows he's low on ammo. So, and he's like, if I'm killing rats, I'm gonna use a knife to save the bullets. So he runs forward. One rat attacks, misses. This time though, the Vault Dweller's ready. Swings, kills the rat. Moves a little bit closer to another rat that he can see. Swings at him, misses. The rats though, gentle gnaws at his legs for 2 hit points. This irritates Dogmeat and he starts running towards the Vault Dweller, saving him. Ian aims his rifle, takes a shot, kills one, misses the other. Dogmeat finishes biting the cave rat that attacked the Vault Dweller. Vault Dweller swings twice at another cave rat. First misses, second one hits, kills it. Ian pulls out his pistol, takes 2 shots, and first misses, second one kills the rat. At this point, there's only 2 more rats left. Vault Dweller moves towards one, takes a swing, hits him, but still lives. Dogmeat follows its loyal owner, sniffs at the cave rat, bites him, ends killing him. One more cave rat left. They get closer to the cave rat. The cave rat strikes first, and misses the Vault Dweller. Vault Dweller takes 2 swings. They both miss. Ian, though, hardly misses. Aims, shoots, hit. They turned the corner, and he was right. He does see this huge beastie thing. It's like, so the switches to the machine pistol. Aims for a burst. Starts shooting. Miss. So he falls back. Dogmeat though, charges forward and takes a bite out of the greater mole rat. Ian follows, and Dogmeat ends up just going to town on the mole rat. The Vault Dweller rushes forward as close as he can. Ian takes 2 shots. They both hit. The mole rat attacks Dogmeat, misses. Dogmeat attacks back, ends up killing the mole rat. The Vault Dweller searches the mole rat for any evidence. Nothing. But he does see body as he enters the small, tiny chamber. Another mole rat pops out of nowhere and starts heading towards the Vault Dweller. The Vault Dweller falls back a little bit, or shoots, hits, falls back. Dogmeat hears this and he rushes over, takes 2 bites out of the mole rat, and Ian just pulls out his pistol, finishes the job. They search the bodies. That's all over the place, nothing. But he ends up finding a plasma pistol. It's like, ooh, this is different. We keep searching, hopefully seeing that maybe they missed something. But of course, finds nothing. And he's kind of stunned. Amount of carnage. Lots of carnage, but no, nothing. So they ran out. Run out of tiny chamber down the corridor of the sewers. Back to a fork. This time he heads north, then east, north again, and he sees this long corridor. Now he's wondering if maybe this is what they were talking about. And he can hear a lot of movement up ahead. The Vault Dweller thinks, it's like, of his childhood in the vault with this game called Pokemon. It definitely reminds him of one of the missions in the caves. They see a ladder. They crawl up to where they see another ghoul. The ghoul looks at him and says, "Leave me alone." Fine. They go up to another one. There's enough water to go around for everyone to make sure that. Third one says, "Don't mess with my stuff." And he finally realizes this is what Necropolis is. In the distance, though, he sees this big old thing. And he wonders, what in the hell is that? And he starts to walk towards it. Let's just talk to it, actually. He talks to this thing called Larry. It says if you disturb the boss, he's gonna hurt you. Or he's gonna hit you. Okay? Vault Dweller keeps looking around. Sees another big old thing. Talks to it. Looks like its name's Terry. Hey, no talking. It disturbs my thinking. It's more than fair. So he walks away.
Hey, you not look like Ghoul.
He walks in
How come?
and he sees this big old thing. And he's like, he says something not looking like Ghoul. Vault Dweller comes up real fast. Says, that's because I dress up real snazzy today.
Ooh, that was snazzy like, huh?
What do you do here?
Lou tell me watch place. Not let no one in. Not normals most. Take normals to the loo. Hey.
Okay, let's go see Lou. He gets a message on his paper, reminder message. Water supply is
Oh,
running low.
this is excellent. You know, I actually doubted my officers when they said they'd captured a prime normal. It is so nice to see you.
What do you want with me?
Why, when you become one of us, of course. I can't have a perfectly good prime normal and not make it one of the chosen ones, now can I? After you tell me where your vault is.
Huh. Tell you? Oh, actually, thinking, should I tell him? Or should I do it on one condition?
Conditions? How delightful. Go ahead, amuse me with your condition.
I want to be able to ask you some questions first.
Why, certainly, my dear human. I'm curious just to see what you'll ask.
What is it you do here?
My dear human, this is the great procreator. Here we'll make others of the master race and ensure the unity. It's all quite glorious, I assure you.
Tell me about the Unity.
The unity is our goal. It is quite simple, really. Certainly, even you have noticed the steady downhill slide of civilization.
Yeah, well,
The
but...
super mutant is the next advancement in human evolution. To save the world, we will convert all the worthy individuals. Simple, efficient, glorious.
How are you more advanced?
Intuitively obvious to the most casual observer. We are highly intelligent and immune to disease. The strong survive. It is our goal to improve the human race.
Pretty lofty goal. How are you... How are you made like this?
Ah, the wonders of technology. Before the war, the human scientists made a drug called FEV. It was designed to make the perfect human.
So you're the perfect human?
Better. More than human. I too was once human. Like you, I was a slug wallowing in the mud before being exposed to FEV and undergoing my glorious transformation.
So you're planning on dipping everyone in this FEV?
Exactly. Now you see.
Sure I do. Can I ask a few more questions?
Certainly. We have all the time in the world. Trust me.
Who do you
We
work
all
for?
work for the Master, to uphold the glory of the unity. He was the first, you see.
How did you come to work for him?
Fate. Luck of the draw. I was the strongest of my batch to be dipped in the virus, and I have always supported the ideals of the Unity and the Master, for he is right. And for my devotion, I have been rewarded. Before the war, the humans made a virus called FEV to create the perfect man. They were successful, as you can plainly see. The Master has been the first to truly utilize the FEV to its full potential.
So where is this Master?
He's busy with the children of the cathedral. They actually consider us gods. But then, who can blame them?
My, aren't we conceited?
Is honesty conceit? We're the next step in evolution. Through our unity, the world will survive. Where is the conceit in that?
How about inside that grotesque head of yours?
Oh, how disappointing. I'd so hoped you would see the light before. Well, when you're one of us, I'm certain you'll understand. Then you'll embrace the unity.
Maybe. Can I ask a few more questions?
Certainly. We have all the time in the world.
What do you want me for?
Haven't you figured it out yet? You're a prime normal. Soon you'll be one of us.
Why am I
The
paranormal?
FEV was mutated by the war radiation. Those living in this desolate wasteland have been exposed to this mutant FEV, essentially inoculating them from the full effects.
So let me get this straight. So you need those who are uncontaminated in order to make super
Oh
mutants?
my, you are brighter than I thought. Now you know why we need your vault.
It's a big
How
vault.
could I possibly refuse a request phrased like that?
How about I just leave now?
Going? I believe... Let me check. Why, yes. I almost laughed. How wonderfully humorous. The only place you're going is the vat. But first, you'll tell me where your vault is.
I hope you can take
We
rejection.
shall see, won't we? Feel better now? Since torture is such a crass, yet oddly satisfying and effective technique, I'll ask you once more, nicely. Where is the vault?
I'm not telling.
I rather hoped you'd say that. How was that? In a more chatty mood? Now, where were we? Oh, of course. The vault.
It's in your dreams. And at this point, he's just torturing me. I'm down to 5 health points.
I feel much better. And you? Now be a good little human and tell me where your vault is. This is getting most tedious.
I'll tell. Just don't hurt me anymore.
Excellent. I believe you understand. So you're sure you want to tell where the vault is? Torture can be so enjoyable.
Yes, I'm sure. With that, my guy tells where the vault is at. And there's this strange machine cutscene. I'm bounded. Looks like I'm gonna be dipped in the vat. vat of FEV. I slowly start to mutate. And they breach the vault. Sadly, that's not how the story goes. That was one possibility of the story. This cutscene shows our vault being broken into, assaulted by super mutants. Dead. Dead. Catching on fire. The super mutants destroying the defenses, beating up everybody. Vault 13 is over. But like I said, that wasn't the true ending. Sadly though, that's all the time we have for this episode. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I am on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I use I use Facebook and Instagram to communicate with you wonderful people. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central, I will continue the story, this time with a little less torture. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all later.